grandson Vedant is a doctor too.
Dr. Vedant?
He has not done us a favor. He is only doing what he should do. I was unfortunate. I was forced to adopt that boy, although I never wanted to. Want to study well and become famous, do you know? You aren't one of us, so stay in your limits.
Vedant does not cry anymore, despite the abuse.
Make me an offer.
You'll let me go. I'll let you live.
Are you ready for action? Are you ready for speed? Are you ready for danger and peril and heroes in a time of need? Are you ready for action? Are you ready to bleed? Are you ready to fight the good fight and do the daring deed? Are you ready for action?
The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
This edition, Lay Police arrest impersonators at Nuts. Edition, Lay Police arrest impersonators at Nutzap. Nari confirms agriculture data not real. And Gairavoro, a promising talent for the hunters. On the eve of International Women's Day, Ministry of Community Development, Religion and Youth, as well as the Australian High Commission and United Nations came together to
nations in participating in the Commission of Status of Women assessments. This year, PNG will attend and participate at the CSW 68 session led by Honourable Minister Jason Peter, Minister for Community Development, Religion, and Ministry and Mission responsible for women and girls in PNG.
Deputy High Commissioner for the Australian High Commission, Dr. Joanne Londas, reminded everyone of the collective strives made and the inherent imperative for further progress in PNG.
No, it's this sort of day that provides us an opportunity both to look forward but also to reinforce that everyone does have a role to play in forging a more equitable world. And progress only happens when women and girls are included. Our own Foreign Minister, Australia's Foreign Minister, has recently said that greater political and economic participation by women makes societies wealthier and more peaceful. And that dovetails very nicely with the theme, with this year's International Women's Day theme.
Minister for Community Development, Religion and Youth, Jason Peter, also shared the same sentiments, stating the government's attention towards the commitment of gender equality in PNG.
Gender equality remains a pressing concern, both locally and globally, demanding urgent attention and concerned actions. Despite constitutional halves of Papua New Guinea population, women contribute to the face significant hurdles in attaining parity. Therefore, concerted efforts have been undertaken to accelerate the progress towards achieving gender equality and empowerment.
Jasmine Jack, TV1 News.
Indian High Commissioner to Papua New Guinea, Imbasika Sundaramurthy, on Wednesday witnessed the handover of school uniforms and other items to orphans at its St. Joseph's apartment in Port Moresby. During the presentation of school items, High Commissioner Imbasika urged elders to take good care of the children and ensure they get a proper education.
50 orphan children being taken care of by religious nuns at the St. Joseph apartments were gifted with learning materials by the Indian High Commissioner to Papua New Guinea, His Excellency Inbakisar S. The children received school bags, uniforms, textbooks, and school stationery.
Brought some books. I also brought some school bags. I am giving this to you as an encouragement. I don't have much. I have a little bit of money, and I thought with that money I asked my One Talk sisters to purchase some materials so that we encourage you to study well.
He told the children to work hard in their personal lives and their neighborhood. The High Commissioner also called on the elders to take care of the children and allow them to get a proper education.
When I give this gift to you, I am not asking you to give me any one toya in return. You respect your parents, you work hard, study well, and I have some Indian scholarship which I will give you once you grow up to college level. Okay?
The textbooks are mostly mathematics brought from India and are also available online.
So you should remember, India is like Papua New Guinea. It has a lot of developmental challenges, but like how India rose up and took up the development challenge, I also want you to do.
Sister Catherine Devadas of TMI thanked the Indian High Commissioner for the learning materials.
Very especially we teach them their rights. The important rights, the basic rights for them is right to education, right to protection, right to speak, and right to communicate and be happy and to become a tomorrow's leader.
Frida Khanna, TVWAN News.
The Australian Doctors International celebrated a pivotal moment in its mission to enhance healthcare access in Kimbe, West New Britain province, with the inauguration of a new state-of-the-art office complex. The ceremonious event held on Wednesday, 6th March, saw the esteemed presence of senior ADI officials, dignitaries from the West New Britain Provincial Administration, the Provincial Health Authority, and key partner organizations. Valued at 300,000 kina, the newly commissioned facility stands as a tangible manifestation of the unwavering partnership between ADI, the provincial government, and the Provincial Health Authority. Tracy Tatnell, Chief Executive Officer of ADI, took the stage to underscore the significance of collaborative efforts in bolstering healthcare services across the province. She emphasized that the new complex represents a shared commitment to advancing the health and well-being of the local community.
And there are so many unreached people. So we want to be special. We want to specialise in Papua New Guinea. That's what we want to do. We want to really grow to know the communities that we work within, know the people, the healthcare workers in the provinces.
Adding a touch of local pride and enthusiasm to the occasion, Marcus Bai, a celebrated Papua New Guinea Rugby League icon and native of the province, graced the event as ADI's country ambassador. Bai, who holds deep roots in the region, pledged his fervent support towards furthering ADI's initiative within the province. His presence reaffirmed the organization's dedication to empowering communities and promoting healthcare excellence.
To be able to use my name and probably the publicity that I can cover, and humbly to be able to help the front line of ADI, and thank you to a big thank you to Tracy and the board for giving some of us an opportunity to help out with our parents and the parents in the very, very remote parts of Western Britain and in other parts of Papua New Guinea.
In a poignant moment symbolizing unity and progress, Marcus Bai and Provincial Administrator Leo Mapmani jointly unveiled the new facility, signifying a collective stride towards a healthier future for West New Britain province.
Australian Doctors International presence here in the province will address some of the gaps when we work in partnership. So I'm very grateful, and as a provincial administration and our provincial government will continue to work in partnership. That's the assurance I can give you.
ADI's journey in the province commenced in 2020, marked by a commitment to provide technical support to the Provincial Health Authority and stakeholders. The organization's multifaceted approach encompasses various domains including clinical health, gender equity, disability and social inclusion, and village health assistance programs. Through these initiatives, ADI aims to fortify healthcare infrastructure and foster inclusive healthcare practices throughout the region, reflecting its unwavering dedication to serving the community. Elected every 5 years, rather, council ward members are elected every 5 years. Minister for Public Service Joseph Sungi stressed the point of voting a ward member who can better serve the community. Minister Sungi's comments follow the launch of LLG leaders being put on the government payroll system. There are 6,375 ward members, deputy presidents and mayors in Papua New Guinea.
And of course, as political leaders, the challenge goes back to our voters. They should vote for leaders. They want to be like leaders, but they cannot even behave like one. So, although we complain, I mean, for my case, for example, I go to the district and they said, hey, what member, now, who voted for him?
A group of people from the Wampa Rural LLG have been apprehended by Morobe police for allegedly impersonating police officers. Provincial Police Commander Jacob Singura voiced his frustration and anger today at the police headquarters in Leh.
At least 17 individuals from Wampa Rural LLG were apprehended by police from the Morobe provincial headquarters for allegedly impersonating police officers by wearing uniforms, conducting illegal roadblocks, and charging residents at Nadzab in the Huon Gulf district. Provincial Police Commander Superintendent Jacob Singura said they have warned the leader of the group, who is a former policeman, time and again, but he still continued with the unsanctioned operation and even issued ID cards to those interested in carrying out police work.
And if you are not trained, don't wear this uniform. I've been hearing some people saying, oh, voluntary police. What is voluntary police? We have no such thing as voluntary police in this organization. We become police officers and after we have undergone a training, then that qualifies us to wear the uniform that we wear. Nobody on the street should wear the police uniform without being trained and without being given the approval by the Commissioner of Police through a gazette. That's the procedure.
Retired senior police officer Willie Gumian started the reservist program last year, citing rising lawlessness at Nadzab. He said 600 people from wards 1 to 27 in Wampar were issued training IDs, not police ID cards. He claimed that the police hierarchy in the Northern Command are aware of their intentions, pending approval from the police commissioner.
Process has been followed. We're just waiting for the commissioner's approval and the provincial government funding because it's an auxiliary constable. I wish to put it on record that none of them were wearing police uniform. Those couple of them were not there. They were pickpointed in their own residence along the way. Impersonation, you got to wear the uniform and be caught by the police. I dispute PPC, and all my men are placed, and I myself is in civilian. What did I do wrong? I came from the town and going back, and I went straight into the CID cell, and they're charging me for impersonation.
Gumian, who had been a police officer for 32 years, denied that his members had been wearing police uniforms and setting up unauthorized roadblocks at Nadzab to collect money from commuters and residents. Some of his trainees were in police uniform. When asked, Gumian said he had no idea where they had gotten the uniforms from. PPC Singura said the suspects will be charged accordingly and can plead their case before a magistrate. Kamila Guare, TVWAN News, Leh.
You're watching TVWAN News. After the break, agriculture data not real and Aura's oil palm challenge.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase Easy Pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSP branch today to register now for BSP Mobile Banking. BSP Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSP, our bank, our people.
He says the best Hunters players come from his region. So does she. But there's one thing that brings everyone together. SB Lager, Bunyamyumi.
The Toyota JD Hiace bus comes in 14 and 15-seater high-roof luxury model powered by 2.8 liters JD engine for optimal performance output, fuel efficiency and quietness, designed with improved safety features and easy maneuverability for tire steering angle. The Hiace lift suspension and annular frame structure is opted for smooth ride, comfort and safety. Experience the ride on the Hiace bus and experience the Hiace pride, the bus that exceeds all expectations.
Hiya, Mama. You wait then, but me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put in more taste. Magical cuddle, get up and big smile on face. Time for give chicken a great kumutu. Sip, sip, da mumu, yes, magic on you.
Maggi, the taste PNG loves.
A quick favorite meal for the day does feel good. Snacks noodles is my choice for a simple meal. It is easy to prepare and fast to cook. And with a touch of flavor and ingredients, quality noodles that can be cooked and enjoyed in many different ways. You see, my whole family loves it. It's made here in PNG and comes in different pack sizes. Snacks noodles, tastier but you like it more.
Superstition ain't the way. No.
Scotland have to be careful here. Italy have stepped up. The little ball squeezed through, and it's a try for the Italians, and it's up at Tommaso Allen. Fledgling career in the kick ahead here. This is a test for Carl. There's Hugh Jones out in front of Allen. Well, we know all about his strength and his power.
Welcome back. Some of the data provided to the government in the space of agriculture and research are not real. The National Agriculture Research Institute says this is because their statistics and database are poorly kept.
During Tuesday's visit to the National Agriculture Research Institute head office in Morobe Province, Minister for International Trade and Investment, Richard Maru, was given a rundown of NARI's challenges. NARI Director General
English for commercial space.
So, funding constraints and the lack of government support in the area of research and development.
NARI is the custodian of to generate, gather, storage, and disseminate information. Right now, agriculture statistics and database is poorly kept. We're still backtracking on data, and some of the data that we provide to the government is not real. It's theoretical. We need real data, and that's why agriculture, NARI is endeavoring to making sure we have good information gathered through digitalization of our information. We're heading in that direction. We are thankful to Morobe Provincial Government, who has promised us to build our National Information Data Center here at Bubia.
Dr. Simbiken told Minister Maru that like other critical institutions in the country, NARI remains underfunded.
I came in to take lead in 2023. I realized that there is a huge gap in funding most of our scientists. We still got huge capacity gap here. Most of our scientists left. We still got that gap we're trying to fill in. Principal scientists we need to bring in from the outside, expertise that we have within, but we can't look after them because the funding has not been well enough.
Dr. Simbiken said NARI needs 17 to 20 million kina to support its staff in research and development.
Statistically, we have seen that research in the country on an annual basis receives less than 0.02% funding on an annual basis. 0.001% of GDP in research funding to the country. In other countries like Singapore and others, you see 5% of their GDP. 5 to 7% of the GDP being supporting research and development. So when we are entering into commercial production in the country, R&D must always stand behind it to push it.
NARI has accepted Minister Maru's challenge to assist with the development of an irrigation policy to support its vision of large-scale commercial rice farming. The minister has given the assurance that his ministry will support them with whatever they need to help the government achieve its goal. Kamala Guare, TVWAN News, Leh.
The collapse of global fish talks at the World Trade Organization Ministerial left Pacific countries, including Papua New Guinea, relieved to avoid accepting what they deemed a bad deal. Led by the Pacific Network on Globalization, or PANG, criticism was directed at a proposed text that would have exempted large-scale distant water fishing fleets from cutting subsidies, undermining efforts to combat overfishing. Despite extended negotiations, no agreement was reached on fisheries subsidies. The failure to include Pacific Island countries' proposal to reduce subsidies highlights the imbalance in negotiations, favoring big fishing nations. PANG emphasizes that no deal is better than a bad deal, especially if it compromises the development of ambitions of developing countries. Minister for Oil Palm Francis Maneke has reaffirmed the government's commitment to bolster the oil palm industry in Oro Province and Papua New Guinea. Minister Maneke made this statement in Poponeta on Wednesday while launching the government's intervention replant program.
Expressing concern over the aging oil palms of smallholder growers, Minister responsible Francis Maneke highlighted the declining production in Oro. During the replant program ceremony in Popondeta this week, Minister Maneke presented 540,000 kina to Igaturu Oil Palms, a subsidiary of New Britain Palm Oil Limited, to facilitate the supply of seedlings to growers. The funds were given to General Manager of Igaturu Oil Palms, Vijo Vergis. The minister emphasized the importance of providing high-quality seedlings.
So in order to improve our production, we need to attend to the overhead palm trees. In doing so, we really have to attend to the replanting program. And I agree with the General Manager of Igaturu, saying that there is already a big fall in production for the last couple of years. And that is very true. Basically because our palm trees are already overgrown.
Minister Maneke underscored that the issue of aging palms extends beyond Oro and into major oil palm producing provinces such as West New Britain, New Ireland and Milne Bay.
Also now government and working is like intervention lo look sabe. Lo when something you will grow I pilim pen lo no long time. You know easy Christmas. And 40 na 50 years finish goal papa matu sabla only die finish. Na yumi ol young plan now only well palm na yumi stop. But also na mitok thank you long marape roso government lo make him this la possible.
Mr. Verdzis, in his remarks, confirmed the decline in smallholder oil palm production in Oro and expressed gratitude to the government, Minister Maneke, and the Oil Palm Industry Corporation for addressing this challenge. Mr. Verdzis also emphasized the urgency of replanting efforts to sustain the oil palm crop in Oro amidst rising living costs, cautioning against the economic challenges posed by stagnant production levels.
And government has taken the right decision coming in to help you out. I mean, this is a great initiative. I think we must appreciate the oil palm minister and his team and OPEC for having done this work for you. I think it's an ongoing thing. This should not be a one-time help. It should be continuing for the till we replant the 7,000 hectares. Once we replant 7,000 hectares, we are safe for another 25 years.
The event drew an enthusiastic crowd of smallholder growers, industry stakeholders, and OPEC personnel, including General Secretary Captain Pupita and Pangu Party General Secretary Maurice Tovebai. Freddie Mo, TVWAN News.
And now to the finance news. The kina closed unchanged at $0.2658 in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, our kina was buying $0.2583 $0.3945 Australian dollars, 0.2303 euro, and 38.43 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, all closed higher except copper closed lower. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed higher, ASX closed higher, and all ordinaries closed higher as well. You're watching TVWAN News. Regional news is next. Stay tuned.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSP Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase Easy Pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSP branch today to register now for BSP Mobile Banking. BSP Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSP, our bank, our people.
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo in milk taste and added nutrients, Milo in milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, PNG and Mia. Find PNG made.
All Mama Flame is not all Sam.
Me say you sing flame flower long one him. Me say me Kim Kai Kai belong family belong me. You go more yet.
Man belong me say like him flower balls belong me what them kawa war na spring onion. All pikinini belong me say like him to mas pineapple donut me say walk him lo house. Ne make kumu mix him on them cow na karamapim long flower.
Tasty hash browns.
Time is Kelly one time wala fela Kai Kai. Me say kisi more Kai Kai long all get a toya mi tromoy one time flame flower.
You in a baking more one time flame flower.
Attention rice lovers! We are giving away 300,000 kina worth of scale school money. 1,000 kina could be yours. With 300 winners and 4 fortnightly draws, your chances are higher than ever. Buy any 1 kg to 20 kg scale or ori rice, cut out the grown for PNG stamp, put it in an envelope with your name, contact details, and drop it in an entry box at selected outlets. Promotion ends March 29, 2024. Hurry and win big with scale and ori rice. Follow us on social media for more details. Terms and conditions apply.
Hardware House is more than just a store. It is where quality meets affordability, where culture is proudly celebrated. Spanning 9 provinces, we pride ourselves in offering top-notch customer support and services. We're more than just a store. We're more than a brand. We are Hardware House.
American justice is back.
You just think nothing bad could ever happen. She was my world.
The victims.
I had the worst feeling in my gut.
The crimes.
It sends a chill through everybody.
are all real.
To have a break is just a huge relief.
From detectives who uphold the law.
It was more closure than I've ever had.
To prosecutors who search for justice.
He was convicted and put away. Gotcha.
American Justice.
Welcome back. Turning abroad, police have arrested a 22-year-old man over the disappearance of Victorian woman Samantha Murphy. The mother of three left her Ballarat East home for a run on the morning of the 4th of February and hasn't been seen since.
Just over a month after Ballarat mother Samantha Murphy went missing, a 22-year-old Ballarat man is in custody after being arrested by police investigating Miss Murphy's disappearance. Now, no charges have been laid at this point and police have not disclosed where this man is being held in custody. I can reveal, though, that police say the man has no connection to the Murphy family. Now, as we await further updates from police, this arrest and indeed this man being in custody marks a significant development in this investigation, which police have previously described as a top priority. As much of the community is aware, on February the 4th, Ms Murphy went for her regular morning run. She was known to run around her Eureka Street home around the Wurrukurung State Forest, also known as the Canadian State Forest. And when her family raised that alarm around 11 a.m. on the 4th of February, when she didn't turn up to a brunch date, it really sparked a huge search by both authorities and the community. Now, police, when the missing persons squad took over the investigation, which was on February the 10th, they said that the on-ground search was being scaled back. But then just a couple of weeks ago, on February 23rd, they ramped up that search again in the Mount Clear area after new phone data came to life. And the following day, hundreds of community members ran their own search, just trying to find any trace of the 51-year-old woman. Now, police remain tight-lipped on any further leads in this investigation, but we do know that they continue to appeal to anyone who might have information about Ms Murphy's disappearance, as they continue to work through some 12,000 hours of CCTV and around 700 pieces of footage.
A soldier has been injured during a training exercise at a Royal Australian Air Force base in Sydney.
Well, the details around this are a bit scarce, but what we do know is that the Department of Defence has released a statement, and a spokesman says that a soldier has been injured in what it's described as a parachuting incident at a routine training exercise at the RAAF, or the Royal Australian Air Force training base at Richmond in Sydney's northwest. Now, the ABC understands that the incident occurred just after 6:30 last night, and that the soldier there was taken to Westmead Hospital in Sydney's west. Vision from this incident shows emergency service personnel, New South Wales ambulance and what appears to be a care flight helicopter there at the scene. In the statement from the Department of Defence, it says that first aid was provided at the scene, but it has also said that it will not be making any further comment on this incident due to privacy. It has also not provided any details around the current condition of this soldier.
Travellers could soon be allowed to take their small pets on board Virgin Australia's domestic flights.
What must be welcome news to animal lovers around the country, Virgin Australia has unveiled plans to become the nation's first airline to let pets travel in the cabin of airplanes alongside fellow passengers. Now, this service will be limited to smaller cats and dogs, pending regulatory approval, and it's not expected to be up and running until about 12 months from now. The airline has also emphasised that for the comfort of other passengers on planes, animals will be kept in designated rows and be required to travel in approved carriers. But the airline says it's introduced this service because of overwhelming demand among its customers, and it's already up and running in places like North America and Europe. Here at Melbourne's domestic airport, it's had a fairly welcome response among travellers.
The pet is actually like a family member, So that is, you want to sit next to you. So it would be awesome. That's a good news.
I have no problem with that. I think it's wonderful.
They're not designed to be travelling around the countryside on bloody passenger airplanes. They've got no place in the cabin. It's a safety issue. Simple as that.
It's not yet known at this stage how much this service will cost. Virgin Australia says that and several other details will come out in the next couple of months. It's also emphasised that there will be no changes to the way that assistance animals currently fly. But as mentioned, the airline is hoping to have this service up and running at some point in the next year.
Back home, in a monumental celebration of cultural heritage and community spirit, Digital Pacific stands tall as the platinum sponsor for the 50th anniversary of the Hirimwale Festival. Lorna McPherson, Senior Vice President and Chief Sales Officer of Digital Pacific, expressed her profound excitement and commitment to honoring the cultural legacies in the upcoming festival ceremonies. Digital Pacific Senior Vice President and Chief Sales Officer Lorna McPherson,
really proud of.
McPherson declared that Digital is thrilled to stand alongside the Motukoita people in commemorating the festival. Hirihanenamo 2023 Kim Josh Damuri thanked Digital Pacific for its long-standing partnership with the Motukoita Assembly and its unwavering support for community initiatives. She unveiled Digital Pacific's generous sponsorship totaling 538,600 kina, accompanied by 10,000 kina in cash prizes for the Hirihanenamo competition.
Thank you very much, Digital PNG, for your continued support of Hirimwale Festival celebrations and introducing the first ever voting category for Hirihanenamos this year. Your commitment in this year's event highly signifies your long relationship to Motukoita Assembly, for your generous sponsorship towards this year's 3-day cultural event, which will commence from 22nd to 24th March 2024. We look forward to celebrating 50 years of Hirimwale Festival with Digital PNG.
Reflecting on Digital Pacific's mission to empower communities and commitment to education, a significant portion of the sponsorship will be allocated towards supporting the education of the Hiri Queen and fostering educational opportunities. Kim Josh is also a recipient of this scholarship sponsorship and has one more year of study to do. Furthermore, McPherson announced an addition to this year's festival, SMS voting, marking a pivotal moment in engaging festival goers and embracing technological advancements.
We will have SMS voting, so that's the first time we've ever done that, and it's something that we're really excited, so we really encourage everybody to take part in it.
Digital Pacific invites all attendees to participate in the festivities, celebrating 50 years of cultural heritage and community unity. Through its unwavering support, Digital Pacific reaffirms its commitment to uplifting PNG's cultural tapestry and empowering its vibrant communities. And that ends the news segment. Sports is next. Stay with us.
Beauty is my business, but beauty sure is a tough game. Filters are great, but great skin, better. And that's why my skin deserves the best. So I choose self-care, soaps that gently nourish my skin, resulting in a radiant look, made with tropical ingredients. I trust self-care from City Pharmacy. So bring it on! My skin is ready and so am I.
Life is about making memories, sharing new adventures. Go beyond the familiar. Don't let bacteria hold you back from experiencing the world. Protex uses natural antibacterial protection with flaxseed oil and eliminates 99.9% of bacteria. Free yourself. Go beyond with Protex.
Next!
Take that, Jay.
Next!
Babang udah kulab lu.
Next!
Tukang.
Next!
Right man. Thank you.
Next!
Money where?
Next!
Oh, there you are.
Come on, your turn.
Wait, ni Saliwan the message first.
Yaman ya. Don't worry, vaccines save lives.
Finish ah. Entah soalnya. You know, thank you, honest. Vaccine, it saves lives.
He's seen as a table legend.
That is delicious.
Join Tommy Gomes in a tasty culinary voyage.
Holy mackerel. Did I just say that? We're exploring where your quality American seafood comes from. Quality is key. The uglier the fish, the better it tastes.
Take a deep dive into America's commercial fishing culture. The Fishmonger. Streaming now on Outdoor.
And the Saudi Grand Prix is go. What an opening lap for Aston Martin. Stunning.
Stop the car, Lance. Stop the car. Stop on track.
Really, really amazing drive. That last stint was on fire. Well done, mate.
What a moment for Sergio Perez.
Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. Hikari United FC departed the shores of PNG this morning to participate in the second edition of the OFC Women Club Championship League in Honiara, Solomon Islands. The tournament takes place from the 10th to the 20th of March 2024.
Hikari United FC will once again take the pitch under the guidance of Eric Coleman to avenge the heartbreaking result on home turf in the inaugural Women's Club Championship. The club finished second behind champions AS Academy Feminine of New Caledonia in the inaugural tournament. They will want to go one better in this outing. The OFC Clubs Champions League hosted 6 countries in its inaugural tournament in PNG in 2023. But has included 2 more countries to make it an 8-team tournament, and the tournament will run from 10 to 20 March 2024 in the Solomon Islands. The teams confirmed to take part in the tournament include Tafefa, Anderson Eels, Avachu and Hikari United. All are in Group A. Group B comprises reigning champions AS Academy Feminine, Veitogo, Labasa FC and Auckland City. Hikari United FC, Labasa FC and AS Academy Feminine are 3 teams from the inaugural championship who will take part in the second edition of the OFC Women Club Championship. The rest will make their debut at the tournament. All matches for Hikari United have been scheduled. They play Tafefa FC on 10th March, Anderson Eels FC on March 13th and Avachu FC on 16th March. Rex Litter, TVWAN Sports.
The Australian Olympic team has unveiled the uniforms they'll be wearing at the Paris Olympics beginning in July.
Close to 500 athletes will represent Australia in Paris starting in July. And in a unique feature of this year's uniform, every single piece of kit will feature an Indigenous design from 2 First Nations artists. Olympic boxer Paul Fleming's design shows how the Olympics is a central meeting place that brings people together from all different backgrounds. And Torres Strait artist David Bosons has captured the elements of traditional and modern ways of life in the Torres Strait, and they are popular additions to the uniform.
It means a lot, just having that little bit of input onto our jersey. It makes me feel a little bit more calm and like I'm at home.
I think that when I put on this uniform, I feel I'm not only representing Australia as a country, but I'm also representing my Indigenous culture as well.
The Games will be an exciting opportunity for experienced campaigners and for debutants as well.
Like sort of approaching it like it doesn't feel like I've been to any before, because the excitement comes around. You have always different teams and different environments and different oppositions and things like that. So it kind of feels like it just a whole new one. It's just sort of in a way feels like just a new thing, like the first one. So I'm still really excited.
Yeah, making this dream a reality is a big milestone for us, and it's a great achievement for all athletes that try to be part of the Olympics. And yeah, working towards it. Working hard and trying to get in, yeah.
The Paris Games will get underway on July 26. SP PNG Hunters' new recruit Gairo Voro has received praise from his local club coach Stephen Gunua. Gunua, who has been in charge of the Gas Resources Central Dabaris for the last 2 years, said Voro came out from the Dabaris development program.
When announcing the final squad for the 2024 Host Plus Cup season, there were a few surprise changes. Benji Court and Junior Igila missed the cut, while Sherwin Tanabe withdrew for studies. The exit made way for some fresh faces, including recruits from the Junior PNG Kumuls team, Finley Glare, Bruce Bawase and Gairo Voro. The inclusion of Voro is a testament to the Central Provincial franchise, the Gas Resources Central Dabaris, and its development program. Dabaris head coach Stanley Gunua said, Voro is a tough kid, coming out from Central Dabaris development program, and will do well for the SP PNG Hunters and the PNG Kumuls in the future, if given the opportunity. Gunua praised Voro's football intelligence potent and anticipates a good career for the young Papuan man.
Voro is a young aroma kid. Tolo nines belonging so implanted talent to nines. Loeda Dabaris nines is another competition, nines tournament with Dabaris also steam long. So me picking me with this nines with Dabaris come on top last year start with them. He's got speed, and got skills, and got footwork. And he can also tackle even them small in size, but them can make him defensively and really strong. So this is mentality and no me and friend was big the future of rugby.
While in the Hunter squad, Voro is expected to get some game time in the Digicel ExxonMobil Cup competition with the Central Dabaris. Meanwhile, the Central Dabaris have recruited well in the preseason. They are expected to finalize their final playing squad before the end of the week. Rex Lita, TV1 Sports.
And that's all we have for sports. And now to the weather forecast for the main centers for the next 24 hours. Southern region scattered showers and thunderstorms. Port Moresby and Kerema, some showers and thunderstorms. Momase, scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms. Lae, some showers and thunderstorms. New Guinea Islands, scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms. Lorengau, Kokopo, Rabaul, Kimbe and Buka, some showers. Highlands, scattered showers and thunderstorms. All centers, some showers and thunderstorms. Ocean forecast. Solomon Sea sees slight to moderate becoming rather rough over western sector with northwest winds of 10 to 20 knots. Coastal waters forecast. Waters of southern PNG and Indonesian border to Daru to Kiwai Islands, Kerema to Yule Island to Hood Point, Samare Island to Cape Vogel and all Milne Bay Islands, waters of Long Island to Medang, Wewak, Vanuatu and northern PNG and Indonesian border, seas 0.5 to 1.3 meters. And that ends another edition of TV1 News. Thanks for your company. Have a pleasant evening. Bye for now.
The TV1 News was proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.
Paying for your PNG air ticket with cell money is now possible. Visit the website www.pngair.com